So here I'm going to do a quick demo on how to bring an existing cluster under RHACM's management. So we're going to go into, this is a brand new fresh install of RHACM. We're going to go to clusters, and there are no clusters managed here. So we're going to tell it to import an existing cluster, and we're going to call this imported cluster 01. We can tell it to auto detect the cloud. Here you can set specific tags for the environment where it's going to go. These aren't necessarily required. And we're going to hit generate command. So ordinarily what you would do with this command is you'd copy this and you would paste it into a session where you were logged in with admin credentials with cluster admin credentials in a terminal. So I'm going to try to use the visual web terminal that's built into RHACM to manage this cluster. So I'm going to open up the visual web terminal, and the first thing I need to do is to connect the cluster that I want to manage. This is kind of a throwaway cluster, so I'm not too concerned about showing the password off. I'm going to just do an OC login. So now I've got a terminal where I'm logged in here. I'm going to copy this and paste it into the visual web terminal. And this is going to create the necessary artifacts on the managed cluster to bring the cluster into management by RHACM. So it's going to take just a minute. So we're going to wait a little while for this to show back up. And we come back over into RHACM, look for clusters, and it shows that this imported cluster is pending. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and we'll come back when this cluster has been added successfully. Okay, the cluster is finished importing. I think RHACM may be still doing some stuff in the background to bring in and import the information about the cluster. Honestly, though, there's really not a lot to tell about this one. It's a very simple cluster that was just created for the purpose of this demo. So you can tell there's 5 nodes, not really a lot running on it. We can start managing that cluster from this point, but that's essentially how it works to bring an existing cluster under control of RHACM.